Hi guys, it's me, Natalie Simone here, and today I wanted to bring you guys a video talking about how I grew my upper body. I will also be giving you guys some workouts and demonstrating how I did just that. Okay, so a lot of girls start working out and they think that, the goal is to have a bigger butt or nicer thighs or nicer legs. We don't really take into account how important it is to train the upper body. The upper body has easily become one of my favorite things to train just because of the low intensity of it and just how built you become. My upper body is easily now one of the things I think is most recognizable on my body besides my lower back side, but it's honestly one of the things I love. I love a girl when she has her arms toned, her chest toned, her shoulders toned, traps toned. But today we're going to be focusing on our arms, our chest, in that area. So always to start an upper body day off, I always do dynamic stretches. That's when I do banded exercise stretches where I'm stretching my arms and I'm just trying to get as loose as possible with the resistance band. Right now, I am going to be doing some weighted plate exercises. I usually start off with a 5 or a 2.5 in weight, and I kind of just try and open my arms up, open my chest up, get ready and prep for my workouts that I'm about to do. Today is going to be a chest upper body day, a chest and shoulders. Maybe 4 months into my working out journey, that's when I started training my chest and shoulders. And honestly, I've never went back since. Chest is something where it provides stability through your workouts. You want to make sure your chest is strong, just like how you want to make sure you have a solid core so that when you're doing your deadlift, your squats, your hip thrusts, you want to make sure your core is as strong as possible because that is going to be the backbone to your workouts. Your core and your chest are two things that need to be strong on your body to be able to sustain and operate the weight that you want to be able to lift. So right now I just warm up and I'm about to be bench pressing. I know bench pressing is very intimidating for a lot of females. I really just recently started bench pressing. I probably am like right now my max is 125 plate on each side. Yeah, bench pressing is something where your form is everything. It's a compound lift. As like I said in my last video, it's always a lift you want to start off with because you want the most energy for that lift because it's going to require stability and strength. Bench pressing has now become one of my favorites. However, you have to make sure your form is great. So you want to make sure your forehead is at the bar, your feet are under you. When you are pushing up, you're pushing your feet into the ground as well. Like I said, compound lifts require the most stability and the most balance and the most trust in your strength. I just love bench pressing as the first exercise. All right, so another exercise I love to do is a military overhead press. So this is when I am lifting, I like to call it a barbell, whatever you like to call it is what you like to call it. And I just press this over my head. I'm extending this so that is reaching the top of my head, and this is going to really build your shoulders while also keeping tension in your chest as well. But I love this. This is also another compound lift where you want to make sure you're doing it in the beginning of your workout so you have a lot of energy to sustain the weight. Sets and reps always are just different from me. If I feel the need to do 4 sets, I do. If I don't feel the need to do 4 sets, I'll do 3. And if I want to do 5 sets, it's always 4 working sets and then 1 moderate till failure set. So it all just depends. I always like to stay in the 4, 3, 5 set range, and then my highest rep count on my first set is going to be till 15. Then my second set is going to be till maybe 10 reps. Third set is going to be to maybe 8 reps. Fourth set is going to be to maybe 6 reps. But if the weight is a little heavier than I expected, the first set may be, say, 12 reps. The second set may be 8 reps. Third set may be 6 reps. The next exercise that I do to grow my chest is going to be dumbbell chest presses. It's like a standard bench press when you have a barbell. However, this is a dumbbell chest press. Dumbbell chest presses are always a bit tricky for me just because I feel like it feels awkward. Even if you do have the right form, it's something that still to this day I try to master. It's just working in your chest. Next workout I do is one of my favorites, and it's my overhead shoulder presses. I remember I could pump out so much of these when I first started, and it's because I wasn't doing my compound lift. And it's extremely normal for you to be kind of worn down by your compound lift. Like I said, it is your your heaviest lift. But I used to be able to do like 485 on shoulder presses. But as soon as I invited the idea of a compound lift into my workouts, it's now baby 25. But it's because I'm including those compound lifts and I'm also cutting weight. So weight is just going to be moving a little bit slower and it's just going to feel a little bit heavier. So I do the shoulder overhead presses and it's the same thing. Progressive overload with the pyramid set, higher reps, lower weight. Pretty simple. This grows your shoulders. It's really in the name. You can also do this on a machine. However, you're not focusing and honing on stability when you are doing it on a machine. I love like dumbbell workouts and barbell workouts because I am working on my stability when it comes to heavy weight. Next workout is going to be a superset. So this is going to be my lateral raises. And you'll see how I kind of do my lateral raises. I don't kind of wail my arms out. I kind of keep my arms curved to where they're in a kind of like a blocking stance, like as if you're about to elbow somebody, but like not so sharp. You're more of doing it in a wider kind of stance. So I do it like that, just working my shoulders, and then I will also go to be doing shoulder raises. I love this superset so much. It burns so good. Honestly, if you want a good shoulder workout but you don't have enough time, do this workout because it doesn't require a lot of weight, but it's still so effective. By the end of it, my arms are burning. Build your arms, build your traps, build your shoulders. It's such a good workout. It's so effective and you just feel it. Yeah, my shoulders are about to be huge. Your pump is great after it because it's just such an intense workout. It's so good. Next, I love this for my chest. I feel it so much. Is going to be a rear delt fly. This exercise, I don't have my arms all the way out. I'm kind of bending at the elbows so I could get that really good extension. I love this workout. It feels so good. The burn is so good. And I feel like it also works your shoulders, your traps, and your chest. My chest, I'm not going to lie, is not the biggest built chest in the world just because I started training it. So I don't want you guys to think like showing us these chest workouts and she doesn't really have that big of a chest, which I don't really want that big of a chest. But the chest is something that is so important to work out because it is helping you with the stability of your other upper body exercise. And then I will go on to my chest machine. I love this as well because it is great. It's also one that I feel right in my chest. It feels so good. This is just a regular incline chest press. On a machine, you just are going to be able to lift heavier and it is better in the bodybuilding aspect. If you are trying to put on muscle, then I suggest lifting weight on a machine because you are able to go up in weight. Machine workouts are not strictly for bodybuilders. However, they are better because you are able to load more weight because of the stability that you have on the machine. So now going into my arms, on how I build my arms. My arms are probably one of my most favorite things about myself because I have toned my arms so much. I love my arms. I die for my arms. Like, I love my arms. So the first workout I start off with is a bicep curl. To me, there's no really compound lifts on an arm day. I just kind of go with whatever. If anything, I would say like a bicep curl is a compound lift because you want to make sure you are the strongest for a bicep curl because it's a bicep curl. But I do a bicep curl on the machine, but I like to do this because I just feel like, like I said, I just feel it in my muscles and I feel like it's growing it by the minute. It feels so good. Like I said, always a pyramid set and a progressive overload. The higher the rep ranges go, the lower the weight will be. High weight, low rep ranges. So right now I'm doing a tricep push down. This also targets the chest as well, depending how you do it. Arms further back and very close to the body is going to target triceps. Arms kind of flared out, not too flared out, but not as close to the body, are going to be chest related. I think one of the biggest things that lack on my upper body is my triceps. So I try to build it and put it under tension as much as possible. And I think this machine just works me out. I feel so tired after I do it because I'm putting so much weight, literally my whole body weight on my triceps. So this is tricep dip basically, but I do it assisted with the machine. So next workout I'm going to be doing is one of my favorite bicep workouts. Sorry, I had to do that to y'all real quick, but it's 777. So I found it on TikTok from this girl. I would try to tag her if I find her, but it's such a good bicep workout. You can call it a superset. It is a beauty. So what you are going to want to do is you are going to want to do 7 halfway curls to the, say, top of your lower half. So the top of your hip, from the top of your hips, and you're going to do 7 more curls to your chest. After you do 7 more curls to your chest, you're going to do a full body curl where you're stopping higher than obviously mid thigh, higher than mid thigh to chest. With this, you don't even really necessarily have to do bicep curls. I do bicep curls after this because I feel like obviously bicep curls is it's just staple in any arm workout, but these burn and they feel so good. They will give you such a good pump and make you just feel strong. All right, next I'm going to just be doing bicep curls. Bicep curls are pretty self-explanatory. I love bicep curls. Are probably one of my favorite curls to do. With bicep curls, the key to feeling your biceps is being able to touch your biceps. So when I fold my arm, I should be touching my bicep. You want to be doing bicep curls slow and kind of controlled, where you are really honing in on your strength in order to drive that dumbbell up. You're not using any force. You're not using any body weight. You're simply using your arm to bring the weight up to your bicep. That is how it's effective, and that is how it works. Next I always do is hammer curls, and this is basically a second rendition to bicep curls. Hammer curls are just simple. You kind of have the dumbbell in your hand. It is in an upright position, and you are kind of just hammering it. It's literally a bicep curl, but just a hammer curl, as if you're hammering something. That again, you want your forearm to sort of touch your bicep to know that you have your biceps in control, and you don't want to be wailing or flinging your arms back. You want to be doing it in a slow, controlled movement. My next one I have in my upper body routine is going to be tricep pushdowns. Tricep pushdowns are one of my favorite exercises for triceps. I feel like they work very effectively. I will either use a rope, a bar, a kind of triangle bar, whatever it is. I make sure my body is kind of rotated forward to where I'm leaning down a bit, and I am pushing down, extending each time, doing this slow and sort of controlled, not too slow, but nice moderate speed. And I really like this for it. I feel the burn. I feel the tiredness of it when I'm done. If you are a beginner, a tricep pushdown is a great exercise to do. Pushdowns, obviously, be a little leaned over the bar and push down, but also not let the bar or the cable come higher than your nose or your forehead. There's only so much range of motion you need. So when you have that range of motion that is needed, it's just going to be simpler. You're going to be wasting less time and less energy. But yes, this is my workout on how to grow your upper body. But this is how I grew my shoulders and my biceps and triceps, and how my upper body just looks so nice and toned and efficient and effective and strong. I love my upper body so much, and I encourage all girls to train their upper body. It just makes you look so good when you just have a beautiful lower body and you have an even more beautiful upper body. Upper body is the key to looking slimmer, and just I feel like it makes you look even more slimmer when your upper body is chiseled. I truly hope you guys take some stuff away from this video about how to grow your upper body and the techniques used for it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a lovely day, night, wherever you are in. Bye guys.
I am on my own now. I am in control now.